5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live.
We're going.
All right.
All right, you're
We've
live.
been.
And
here we
Cody, you're the star.
Yeah, I'm the guest of honor tonight, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
You know,
Guest of honor. Yeah.
tonight, same difference.
You have no honor.
So I think we might as well just
You have no honor.
might as well just start with the obvious, Cody, which is you're in what, like 14, 15 bands now?
22. Yeah, a bunch of bands. I don't know, really 3. F and Epic, Dead and Buried, now being resurrected, not Dead and Buried anymore, and then Extraction Point.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got some shows coming up or anything cool like that going on?
Shows, nothing really booked right now. F and Epic, that's with my brother Travis and Drew and Dave, friends from high school. You know.
Yeah.
That's, dude, they're writing the shitload. We're not really playing shows. We're just kind of, they just write like crazy. And I got to give it to them. I haven't been having any work really put in. Hell, they're writing lyrics for me.
Hey, man, that's fucking cake.
Holy shit. I'm the singer. I don't move gear, and I don't write my own words.
yeah.
I
guess I'm
just show up.
a little guilty of that. Yeah.
Hey, when you're the talent, you're the
Yeah,
talent.
yeah,
That's
Dude,
it, man. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
must say a lot.
you can have your agent talk to theirs. Who writes it down? Is someone's handwriting better? So,
It's-
like, they have to write it so that you can read it?
Drew has to type it out. Dave handwritten one out, and I think the ink's starting to rub because I keep folding it up and putting it in my pocket. He's like, type that shit out before you forget it.
The words are getting smeared. You're saying things you're not supposed to be saying.
Yeah. But Drew types them out because Drew tried to write some out sometimes. I'm like, what are you saying here, dude?
What is this? Why do you have capital letters in the middle of words?
What's
Yeah,
the hieroglyphics on this page?
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's so, I mean, like I said, I got to hand to those guys. They get together a lot more than I show up, obviously, but they've been just constantly fucking pumping out songs. And like, we just need to get out there because we had the second album come out right when COVID hit 2020.
Okay.
And we just we got squashed on that. We were getting ready to book all the shows and everything got canceled.
Just
and
like
then-
everything else, COVID just
Yeah.
nailed you.
Yeah, dude, and it just, we still have yet to like really show people those songs, and they got like a whole nother album ready.
Oh, really?
know?
Man,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
they are just right.
At least like there's like good 6, 7 songs ready to go. And
where can
we
we
got
listen to your albums at? As far as that goes.
pretty much YouTube, Facebook. I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify too. We haven't really branched out so much that way, but just as similar. YouTube, Facebook, search it out. F and Epic.
That's cool.
Extraction Point is a band that I joined after God Dementia, which was formed out of Rain Inferno, which was formed out of Dead and Buried, or Dead for Days. My bad.
This is kind of how bands go. Yeah.
This is how the metal scene rolls.
Yeah,
It's like,
definitely.
So which band have you been with the longest?
The longest right now, pretty F and Epic. Yeah,
Okay,
that one's
yeah.
been.
I remember when you guys first started doing that. I think
Yeah,
you had. I
yeah.
think I got one of your first CDs. That you,
Oh, fucking Brad we were first called Encrypted. Brad was playing guitar.
Yep, I remember that.
And it was Brad, Gore, Drew, me, and Owen. Somebody once
told me.
Sorry. I was gonna say we did a lot of mixing around of
we
positions.
did, yeah.
Drew went from bass to drums, and then I think drums back to bass.
I think he's played every instrument.
And now you guys put a mic in front of him for some reason
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Drew's been singing as well.
He's been
He-
singing.
he does
Dave
backup vocals
Lorbach's
and
been
stuff,
doing
right?
backup too. Like we got like they have like a good punk feel to it, and then I come up with like the rough death metal sounding, and
I
it
know
kind
your
of
style.
works, like it's I want to say some kind of unique sounds because it's that band's never really fallen into a certain genre,
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
definitely.
always had elements of a lot of shit out there, and
It's
we
rock
never
metal,
really-
that kind of stuff, but it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to pin it down.
Yeah, like Gore was saying back when he was like, it's shrapnel metal. It's just a
Shrapnel
piece of
metal.
everything. I'm like, yeah, that works. Yeah.
There you
And it
go.
flies into your ear hole.
You just start a new genre.
I think so, which it didn't go
Shrapnel?
very far though.
Not yet.
No.
Don't get down on yourself. You're just starting to succeed.
Right. It's been fuck yeah, dude. When we started Encrypted, I was 19, 20.
I was gonna say I think you were fresh out of high school, or were you still in high school when we started?
I want to say it was me and Drew's senior summer,
Okay.
and you guys were jamming, and you're
In my shed?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, my party shed.
You had a party shed.
Dude. Yeah, until we broke it. So
Too
it
many
was,
parties.
it was, it was a like
Party.
it wasn't like a garden shed. It was like a mini
Kinda-
barn, right? That my dad built, and there was a loft with like a pull down ladder or whatever. Well, we used to go in there. Definitely not underage drinking, and
Of course not.
we would be up in the loft, like playing video games and stuff. And like literally, we're sitting there one day laughing, and like someone moves, and it just like one of the supports just gives out, so the whole thing goes. My dad was so mad.
That's all I bet he was.
We had to jacket the ceiling, back up, and then oh man, he's like, "You're not hanging out up there anymore." Like, yeah,
Yeah.
probably shouldn't.
Old man's aren't.
And I'm
cool.
kind of glad it was just the one support because that could have got real interesting real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, just a bunch of dudes laying on the ground.
So then we just hung out in the bottom, and
there
it
you
was
go.
heated and stuff. So we played. Me and Goro
I was
being
gonna
there playing
say, yeah,
guitar.
I
Drew
never
would be in there
made it to
playing
the
guitar.
loft area. That was before my time hanging out with you guys. But
That was back when an 18-pack between 3 people, and we were all like, "I gotta go to bed." That's back when it was cheap to drink.
school tomorrow.
I got school tomorrow. Yeah, I got class, But yeah, no, so we did, how you've seen Hot Ones.
The what?
Hot Ones.
Oh yeah.
So how they do the deep dive on the guest Instagram and then look for more context out of the pictures?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we've got some things to ask you about.
So-
that
Oh,
we've
So
seen.
we're gonna do it a little different. So here's what I want to do. So I think there's 5 or 6
Yeah.
that I got off your Facebook.
Okay.
I want you to tell me what was going on in the picture, and then we're going to tell you what we think is
I'm about to
actually
get
going
majorly
on.
grilled
I think maybe
here,
we should
staying
tell him what
tuned.
we think is going on first,
You think so?
and then he tells us what's really going on.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
let's do that then.
This is-
Let's do
it's
that.
30 seconds.
I'm good.
apiece.
Let's see if we
That's
get it
fine.
right. If you guys
Which
go
screen
on.
Screen
Yeah,
am I
it's-
looking at? You guys got
the
this
TV.
whole. Okay.
Straight up.
It's just between the sun.
So there's
So
this one.
there's number 1.
I mean, really, that's a green screen behind me, and I'm getting ready to take a major poop.
That's what
Oh my
Justin
God.
That's not a
said.
microphone.
That was
That's a coffee
literally
mug
what
in my
it-
hand. in my left hand, I'm fiddling around with the toilet paper.
We don't even need to do the grilling.
I thought it was the start of a seizure. That's
No, I mean,
Someone stick a spoon in his mouth.
Wait, so but you gather the toilet paper
frantically.
but prior to the
Oh
shit.
man.
All right,
there's that one.
here's
Oh,
the
okay,
second
okay.
one.
that looks like it's.
So here's
low.
what I think's really going on in this picture is if you look at Cody's face, he's the singer and he's just pissed. He's in the back for this picture.
Exactly, dude. What the fuck's going on here?
And Travis right next to you, your brother, he looks like he's about to get yelled at in like 6th grade and get a detention.
It looks like a picture
oh,
of the.
shucks, guys.
Oh man,
Looks like a picture of the back alley boys waiting in line. for
Back Alley
auditions.
Boys. That should have been the name. I like that one. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that was at the
I feel like there's
Lumen.
maybe a slight amount of photoshopping going on
Yeah.
in this one.
The way I had my beard going,
Yeah, Cody
that
is
was
not
posted,
that.
and everybody start referring me as the leprechaun, and I'm an angry leprechaun.
So you were like, fuck.
I mean, it works out really
You're
good.
like, fuck it, I'll go.
Yeah, no, I think that turned out well.
It still
Pull
looks
that
like
off.
you're taking a shit too.
I mean,
You are-
majority of the time on stage, my facial expressions, you'll be like, he's pooping.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Just thinking
That looks to me like a karaoke
Did you
mic.
just
It
break into
is.
somebody's house drunk on karaoke night?
I was drunk
and
at
then,
someone's house, yes.
left the bar with the mic, just kicked somebody's door
break
in.
in with the karaoke machine.
That
That go to town. So leave me on.
I was, God, what the hell were we singing? I'm every woman. So there's a good story with this one here. So
Okay, pause that for a second, Dale, since there's a good story.
Will do.
Pause that, since there's a good story here.
Oh,
That's okay.
okay,
That gives us time to think about it.
Pause. No, I have to actually hit pause. There we go.
All right. Tell me the story about
Old
this
people
picture.
So
in
this is at
technology.
my cousin's house for Christmas, and I forget what we were singing, but I was super drunk. They had like it's my cousin and her husband. The husband's like full Irish. They are St. Patrick's Day, any big holiday, they get fucking drunk. And he's
I didn't even do that on purpose. I didn't know this was St. Patrick's Day. Like putting the two
no, this
things
was
next-
this was Christmas, but oh yeah,
Oh, this was Christmas.
Oh yeah, they party big on St. Patrick's Day. No, this is Christmas.
but
Anyway.
so just got drunk and my dumb ass just I got home and I woke up puking my guts off. There's a whiskey or still house. It looks like it comes in a kerosene can. Ever drink
Okay.
that shit or see
Uh-uh.
that shit?
No.
That's what they had, and that's what I was drinking. And dude, it got me so sick. Like waking up in the middle of the night and like just puking in the fucking
It
toilet.
might have
and-
actually been kerosene.
Dude, no, my like
It-
the morning,
could
like
be.
going upstairs and Dad was watching TV and getting breakfast ready or whatnot, and He's like, "Were you okay last night?" I'm like, "You drank a little too much." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You make it home safe?" Well, yeah, and then I woke up. I thought you were practicing your vocals for a little bit. Like in the middle of the night.
That's so
It
good.
was so bad,
I
dude.
thought you were up practicing,
Dude.
Like
There's
Dad,
nothing more from the gut than a good chuck.
Dude, it was,
I
it
was
was
like, you know that,
and like the slow spits too, when you're just hanging and
Oh,
it echoes
it's
from the
horrible.
toilet bowl, you know.
Oh yeah. Then the post puke spitting. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
dude.
that's gonna help. Okay. All right.
yeah,
but yeah,
each
that
smell
goes-
of the
yeah.
toilet just makes it worse.
That's
Big
pretty.
Well,
Christmas parties
little
over
bit
there
of a
every
drunk
time.
night.
Always
So
a
it looks
Christmas
like we're
party.
going next year. Then.
So yeah,
man.
this one here.
Yeah, we're gonna pause it right there because this is.
Oh, I got some stuff.
we're
to
wondering
say.
what
Is
a
that
metal
Louis
band
CK
is
on the
doing
far
just
left?
wandering
Well, our
around
far
meadows. And,
Cody's right.
This is God dementia.
Cody's
yeah.
right. There's Louis CK, and then
Now, I've been in a lot of
I see it.
I've been in a lot of fields. I have yet to see like just mass amounts of metal bands just hanging out in a field. So
I want to
well,
say
a cool picture. I'm not sure it's natural, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like-
it's
Like
I
here's the
mean,
metal band in its natural environment. I don't.
well, because like metal bands, it's
When you
either
see
you get
them in the
like
wild.
like in the subway or some some industrial area that's either decomposing, rusted up, crumbling, like that.
Yeah.
You
that's
get it on the
pretty neat.
streets, and then but we thought a field was a good idea. I don't know. These pictures turned out good. You guys are all trashing it.
I started with I like the picture and then I trashed it.
It's a really good picture, man. It is.
It's but yeah, this was the first generation of God dementia. So it was Jimmy on the left, played Jungle Rot, Avernus, Dysphoria, then me, of course. Up
I
front.
thought that was all your guys' names: Jungle Rot, Dysphoria.
There's probably like 12 bands wrapped up in these members right here. John Corson, he's got Beyond Death. He's been in several other projects from the city, Zach Smolinski, he was pretty much the brains from God Dementia. He wrote all the music and wrote all the lyrics pretty much. And then Rick on the far right, he was drummer. We had a pretty good run with that one. Man.
He's got a story about everybody. He gets to the last guy. He's like, he was a drummer.
It-
That's all I got
Rick,
to
I'm looking
say
at-
about that.
And next picture.
That's about the love.
We got more.
right.
Fuck.
It's one or
There's a
two.
couple more. They're each one's what 30 seconds. So I think we got two
Yeah,
more.
maybe one.
Dale's just got to figure out how to technology works.
It's fine.
and that button in the
It's
center
going.
bottom.
It's going. We're
I
just
was
not.
just gonna let it. I
He's got to
didn't-
get used to the
Oh,
universal
it's-
There we
confusion.
go. How about this? How about that time?
Okay.
Oh,
This might be
what
the
is-
last one. How about the time that you joined Earth, Wind, and Fire?
They didn't like it. What I could
They didn't like
This
it,
was
huh?
actually my drummer for Extraction Point. They got kind of butthurt that I was in kind of other bands and doing stuff.
So they started sending you things about you
Just
joining.
jokes and like ripping on me. It's I don't know. Everybody knows it. They're like, yeah, he's a band whore.
That's fair.
You'll
But yeah,
have
Earth,
that.
Wind, and Fire did not like. I mean, I just couldn't get their sound down.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a rough
I don't
one.
know, man. I think if
Not
you
really
work
your
with them,
sound,
you
I
could
think.
work something out. It'd be pretty good.
I think that might be. Yeah, I think that was the last one.
That's it. Thank
That was
God.
I think that was it.
I was wondering what the hell you guys are going to pull up.
No, that was it.
Well, I got this other video I pulled off the
Nah.
dark web. If you
Was that only feats?
it's
Beats only.
not
Beats
exactly.
only.
Only
It was-
caveman
that
feet.
was-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was maybe only foot. I don't know.
Cody,
Only
you
pizzas.
stud.
Just one, man. Just one solid foot out there.
Why are you here? You should be rich.
I know. Fuck, you think I can be?
I mean, yeah. If you got,
No.
you got a Frank.
Justin comes in with the definitive. No. Oh,
I would hate to see the people following one picture of my left foot.
Why?
I don't want to know what they're thinking about.
So is that you call it the left foot because it's from your left side only?
I mean, we're saying 1 foot, so I just figured left right off the top of my head.
He
That's-
still has
that's
no
the one you
idea we're
picked?
talking about.
I
Penis.
don't.
He has no idea. He's still,
It's over my head.
he's still on the feet thing.
I like the feet
I'm-
thing.
So you don't have a 12-inch dick.
No. No.
I thought.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, well,
I was going to get your number.
Next subject. Yep, there's gonna be some cuts.
no, it makes total sense.
None of that just made sense. There was about
It was over
4
my
minutes
head.
there of nothing.
I wasn't about to indulge on the size of my dick on your show.
Or feet.
I will.
Well, let's talk about this.
About the size of his dick, or
Absolutely.
okay.
Let's not go there.
Just
see.
speculate. Just speculate.
That's a whole 3-minute conversation.
So last podcast we mentioned Kyle's nuts.
Did we?
Yes, you guys asked to see Kyle's nuts at one point,
Okay.
and now we're talking about
Why?
Cody's dick.
Yes, we are.
And if there's a chick on here, it's gonna be boobs or vagina.
It's
Uh,
we're gonna have to because we're running out of things. We're running out of things
No,
to talk about.
we will not be doing that with our next.
No, we will not.
Me might be crossing some lines there. You never know.
Yeah, no, it's one thing to tell a dude to pull his dick out. It is definitely another thing to tell a woman
wanna
to
cross
pull
that
her
line.
vagina out. That's
And then she could
how-
just
Well,
be
I
like,
mean-
yeah.
just throw them off the show and make a
first off,
scene.
if she can
Yeah.
pull it out,
Some of them can. Some of them can.
We would have to definitely say it for the end of the podcast because
So-
otherwise there wouldn't be one.
I'm not going to mention the name.
Okay, don't.
Girlfriend a long time ago. It was only maybe a month thing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Perfect. I love your
First start
segue.
screwing around, go down on her, and the clit is just huge. I'm like, this feels weird.
Mm.
It didn't.
And she can
last
pull her
long.
pussy out, couldn't she?
I mean, it would smack you in the face.
were you? I was gonna say,
It unfolded.
were
We'll
you
have
in
that.
Tijuana when this happened?
No,
that wasn't a chick.
Downers Grove.
No,
Probably
Downers
still-
Grove.
Well, the Tijuana
Yes,
of
sir,
Illinois.
right.
That's what I've heard, right? Like,
I'll show the pin drop on Google for you.
the only chick who's known to come from her clit. I don't know what that was about.
So how about that weather?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
my
a great
God.
deal of weather today.
You want to get in? You guys want to get into this Facebook thing that Cody was talking about?
What Facebook thing?
You were talking before when I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Cody! Don't talk about that. We have a podcast to record. Let's not have this whole."
Facebook. Netflix.
Oh, okay.
That
I was wrong. I read
show,
documentary.
What was it?
The Social Dilemma or Our Social Dilemma, something
Okay.
like that.
Haven't seen it.
It's pretty cool, man, and it pretty much. I mean, we all know like social platforms, like younger generations, pretty much all about it. It's pretty much your whole life from morning to night. And in like our generation, we were around before it was around, and like I think we know like the differences, but we
We
still
got kind
just
of that
do it.
mid ground where we didn't have it, and then now we do, and we kind of we can separate the two. Like this is what it used to be like, and it was fine.
Right, go
And-
outside, fucking play, like
Right.
You
And
know?
now, like people born now or whatever 2000s, they have no idea
Yeah.
what it's like without the internet.
And that's kind of what the movie's about, just and the effect it has on the mind and the younger generations, how they're never going to know anything else besides their device, and it was kind of scary though because they were calling shit out the way the world's going, like they were pretty much on point and like right with everything, and
Like what?
just a little documentary thing, just how people don't care. I feel like they're trying to show like it's a loss of emotion because everything is so direct, and it's almost like they made the example of like going to the play the gambling machines in a bar.
Okay.
It's like, what's it got for me? What's it got for me? Every time you pick up your phone, what's it got? Hit refresh. What's new? What's new?
Yeah.
Like, and
I
it
could see
drives
that.
something in your mind. And
No, it does. It's instant gratification, and what it does, and they actually say that that's some of the studies with video games can kind of mess with your. I think it's like serotonin or dopamine levels
Sure,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
because you're used to being like, I did this and now I get to my goal in 15 minutes. It doesn't take me a while. There's no real effort, and the internet kind of brings you that anything you want.
on point.
You can have
Yeah.
it right now. I mean,
Yeah.
the same thing with food delivery. Like it changes the way your brain perceives pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
Because
as far as
pleasure
like,
is eating your food or whatever, but you don't have to work for it anymore. It's just right there at your fingertips. And if it's not right there at your fingertips, then why would you even bother? And
Mhm.
just
It's all these little moments of, it's Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, it's
Yeah,
Christmas.
exactly.
What's the surprise?
be able
What's
to go
new?
on
Yeah.
Amazon and order whatever you just thought about.
well,
ordering.
and it's and then you got the whole other side of like the marketing stuff where it's this inundation of every single aspect of what they did is to market to you in a certain specific way to make you desire a
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's
The
all of it
algorithms
is
and everything. Anything.
super manipulative and very
Very.
Oh, they
like-
got to keep us spending.
yeah, and it's
Like you don't even have to click on anything. It shows like it records screen time. If you see an ad scroll, then you go back, look at it for a second. They already right then and there. They
know.
let's throw more at them.
Let's get more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you could talk about the most random thing around your phone too, and the next thing you
How
know,
about that? Yeah.
ads will start popping up on Facebook or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, that's absolutely a
Google.
thing. I mean,
They absolutely have. They listen and they use that information to target their customers. and
Yeah.
stuff like
Mhm.
that.
is fucked up. And it's kind of like they're saying that it's an AI that's there.
Mhm.
And it's not like there's people behind these like recording everything. It's just
No one's sitting there listening
just an
like, oh,
algorithm.
Cody,
It's
oh,
just-
he needs a new microphone.
Yeah. It's just fucking, I don't know.
They listen to keywords.
Yeah. Yeah.
They skip the it's, ands, the buts, but they
Mhm.
listen to certain drop
Yeah,
phrases.
they hear the word violin, and next thing you know, you're getting ads for violin.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
buy
Any
a
product,
violin lessons,
anything,
like, it's
anything,
stupid.
just say one word, maybe one, maybe two times. And if you scroll long enough, all of a sudden it'll pop up.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for sure.
motherfucker.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Or God forbid you buy something. Like I bought a belt online like 2 years ago, and I still haven't gotten rid of the belt ads that pop up constantly
Really?
for a belt.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get Jeep
Well-
Gladiator ads all the time. Like I'm not buying two.
Right.
Like why are you
Yeah.
trying to sell me
Well,
another
and
Jeep
it's-
Gladiator?
Well, I
And,
did
like-
giggle though because like the belt ad originally that I got, it was like lifetime warranty. You'll never need another belt. And then I bought the belt,
And
and,
then they-
it's nothing but belt ads from
Yeah.
the same company. Like what? Well, you told me I'd never need another one.
Yeah.
Oh, but you
I
need,
already shopped.
you need a
I
brown
never
belt, you
bought.
need a black belt, you need a rope belt, you need a sash.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, I guess
You need a lifetime warranty sash.
lifetime warranty sash belt. Thanks, Hanks.
But it does make me wonder though, it's kind of like what Cody was saying. With I was having this very similar conversation without seeing the documentary last night. But I was talking about how kids, like, if you're like 30 to about 50, like you have that, like you might have came up without some of that stuff, but a lot of the kids today, like you were saying, and it's like that discernment of they perceive this as a real, I mean, like reality
Yeah.
TV, it's like, so like we can kind of like, this is BS, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little
yeah.
more than like
But you still fall prey
somebody.
to it.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Oh,
we
dude,
we
when you're
know. And
well, if every day you woke up and you were told you're a sack of shit, and then the kid next to you is told he's an amazing child, guess what? This kid's probably gonna do better because he was,
yeah.
told every day is
Yep.
fantastic. And it's just you inherently see all these ads, and yeah, you can't help but just like get sucked into
Fall
it.
prey. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where
Although
I was like,
I
what
will
do you
say,
do?
what I've noticed, because
Stop them. How do you stop
I
that
have
manipulation?
children who are 10 years apart, and one is just becoming, she's 13. The other one's 23. The younger generation now, that from what I've seen, I don't know statistics or anything like that, just from what I've seen, they are harsher and remind me more of our generation
Really?
than the generation right below us, because like my kid Ashton,
Mhm.
they're kind of in that same group.
Yeah.
They are they don't think like us at all.
No.
They just don't. I'm not saying they're wrong or we're better or anything. They just don't. They're not.
We're better.
They they're the it hurts my feelings group. Not all of them, but a lot of
No,
them.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
But the generation below that are mean, bullying sons of bitches, just like we were.
Yeah.
And it's good for them, because I can see thick skin building on these kids already. And I think that's the biggest problem right now, is you have people that get so butthurt over a stupid little comment because you just can't take it and your ego sucks.
Well, it's
Like,
I mean,
there's a lot of perspective and stuff in there, like that.
I think a lot of these kids, like the ones that come off as a hard ass and being mean, like if you break them down, they'll be on their knees fucking crying.
no, that's
That, you know,
everybody.
like-
That's everybody. The bullies always had the biggest problems in school and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
But stuff like that, not walking on eggshells around people, make you learn to be okay with yourself, regardless of what anyone else says.
Sure.
If you're always in this bubble where you don't want to hear anything negative about yourself, you're never going to grow. You're never
Well,
going to
right.
be a better.
And that's not
You're
realistic.
never going to be a
either.
better person. You're better off to be tougher, to be able to take what the shit the world's going to throw at you. You know what I mean? And then you will progress more in your life. You will be a harsher dude. Like a U.S. Navy SEAL didn't go through a training program where he was taught that this guy was triggering him and he needs to not say that anymore.
And that hurt my feelings.
And that's going to help him
and
survive.
Yeah.
If you want to survive in this world,
Right.
you need to have thick skin.
toughen up.
Yep.
You need to be able to hear that you suck. It's
roll the
okay,
punches, man. Like
it's okay. Everybody
yeah.
sucks.
Well, yeah, 'cause, well, when you get out into the professional world, I mean, like
No one cares.
no one cares what your feelings are and whether they hurt them or not.
Yeah.
Well,
Like you're
Google
expected
might
to
or some
perform, and
shit,
if you're
but-
not, someone is going to come along and be like, "You're not doing your job, or not doing it well enough or correctly," and they're not gonna be nice about it because it doesn't serve any purpose to be nice about it. Like, oh well, I think if you just did things a little different, like that, no one's coming at you like that. They're gonna be like, "You messed this up, and I want you to never do
Right.
this again. And
Right.
if you do it again, you're fired."
Yep.
And a lot of kids, I think, like you were saying, in the generation after us, directly after or whatever, I think they get their feelings hurt on stuff like that. And that's probably why a lot of them, not all of them, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen any really come up out of that generation that are just like, "Oh my God, this dude's
Well-
such a crazy hard worker," and he's and like it
Oh,
feels like
but-
they when something happens like that to them, they just pull back and like they want to go lock themselves in the room and be by themselves and play their video game or do whatever so that they avoid the situation rather than deal with the situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, one
Is what I'm
young
trying to
young man though that you were talking about that would be possibly an
Yeah.
apprentice at some point in time
Mhm.
for us. That obviously has a good work ethic. So it's not like none of them. I mean,
No,
my
not
son has
none.
a great work ethic. The kid works his ass off. I mean,
Yeah.
at least that's what he tells me. I'm not there checking up on him. And
Right.
He pays his own damn bills. So
No reason to check up on him.
when he doesn't need me anymore, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, and
Yep.
better.
You know. So I mean, we might not always agree, but
Well, yeah, that's you're not gonna.
Like, once you have the solid mind on your shoulders, like everyone, our parents and their parents, they all encountered bad things in their lives, bad situations, whatever. They figured out what they had to do and they got past it. Might not have been the easiest, might have had to make some tough decisions, but they got past it. And anyone else, I think if you got just right mind on your fucking shoulders, go through. You'll make ends meet.
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like
Well, you have no choice. You
Yeah.
know, this is what it is, and I'm gonna make it happen.
nose
Yeah.
to the grindstone.
yeah, dude. And but like kind of going back like the whole mind like to that fucking show that Social Dilemma.
Yeah.
It was showing like on the younger kids. It showed like a little sequence of a girl taking pictures of herself with like the filters and whatnot and posting them and then deleting them because she thought they were ugly or whatever. Posting another one and then people are commenting, "Oh, you look so good," and then a couple people chimed in.
Trolls.
It's with bad comments, you know,
Yeah,
and
negative
and,
comments, yeah.
It showed her crying and getting upset and depressed and everything. And this guy that came up, I forget his name, but it showed real court sessions where this guy was going against all these social platforms, you know, because he knew they were a bad deal.
Oh yeah.
But he's saying he made a really good point: is that our minds are evolved, but they've stopped evolving quite a while ago.
Okay.
You know, and our minds were never made to interpret and take in all this comments and you know just things all at once, just but you know like these kids are not used to, and then so it fucking breaks them down. They get depressed, they get sad, start making bad decisions, you know, and it's
Well, I guess that's kind of true too, because if you think about it, like in the real world, right?
when we were
not
young,
on the internet.
we knew our neighbors and the people down the street, and that's it.
Well, then if you did
But-
something stupid, your buddies would be there to laugh at you and make fun of you about it. But it was like 4 dudes.
Right? Yeah.
Where now, if you do something stupid,
No,
you
you're
post
right.
on the internet,
the
there's
whole fucking school, and their whole
hundreds or
family, and then
thousands
their
of people
friends.
sitting there
Yeah.
making fun of
Yeah.
you,
No,
telling you
and
you
that-
look stupid.
and that's hard to deal with. And I mean, that's something you've got to learn later. Is like it's okay to not be the popular one.
That's
It
where the
is
thick skin comes
very,
in.
but
But
it's
again-
very hard to be a kid and
Yeah.
and deal with that. And yeah, there's a lot of kids. There's a lot of adults for that matter.
Yes.
Well-
that take what other people are saying online and give a shit. Those other people don't have anything invested in you. They don't care about you. You know what I mean? They're just there to fucking make a comment, stir some shit. They don't even
and walk away.
they don't even
Well,
yeah,
with
and
the-
walk away.
with the
and not
greatest
even
of
think
ease, you know.
about it.
Yeah.
Why does
Yeah.
social media exist? It's because we're all fucking bored. I mean, let's just
Seriously.
face it. Like, if
Yep.
you had to go out and hunt and fish and like garden and farm for your
Well, you got
life
McDonald's down the
to
Absolutely.
street, dude.
survive, you wouldn't give a shit what
Absolutely.
homie was down the street was doing because you'd be like,
Nor would you have the
I'm
time.
trying to make food for my family, or we're gonna die this winter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's,
That's
dude,
true.
it's
Things
all
have
we do is
changed.
get into people's lives now, and it's just like,
No, but things have changed so much with social media that
Crazy.
you jobs are different. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah.
mean? The way people
dude, you
make
can
income
stream
has
video
changed
games.
so much.
Tech jobs, anything like that is just insane.
Influencers, that's all they want to
Yeah.
do now, dude. Everyone
Yeah.
just wants to sit behind
Well,
and make
everybody.
videos. like
Yep.
Universal
Yeah.
Confusion podcast.
Like we're doing right now.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to do that.
That's weird.
I have no idea. Put your sponsor here.
Hit that email for business inquiries.
That's right.
But
Remember to
it's,
like,
it seems
thumbs
that
up,
way,
and
dude. It's
subscribe.
everyone
Or, well,
is just
like and thumbs up,
but-
whatever.
correct. You know, we all know that there's thousands, tens of thousands, 100,000 that are out there that are making a killing.
Yeah.
Doing videos and just doing,
Absolutely.
nothing,
Yeah.
just like stupid shit, whatever the fuck it is.
Well,
you
and
know,
I don't
like,
think it's stupid shit to like. There's definitely a lot of.
we're the
good-
ones scrolling through
good
that are
stuff.
paying it
There's a lot of good stuff out there,
involuntarily,
though.
you know, like,
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of good information. Some of the podcasts that we watch, I think we learn a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Because
Well, that's why we watch them, because they're interesting. They have interesting people on.
right,
They talk about
interesting
interesting
points
things.
of view.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
different guests that you wouldn't normally see in any type of real life setting, and you get
Right.
kind of their input and their point of view, and I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. Really, is just each time get our guests' take on life in a small segment.
yeah.
And what
you
they're
know,
what
and-
they're into, what their interests are, and
No, that's
maybe
cool,
it's,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not interested in that, but tell me about it. So
but definitely not trying to influence anyone's life.
No, dude.
oh, we are
And
no
if
life
we are,
coaches.
just don't.
Don't. Yeah, we're no life
Nah,
coaches. That's
when
for
you guys
sure.
first started telling me about this and how it's just going to be like just random conversations about whatever
Yeah.
the hell,
Yeah.
you know, I thought it was a pretty fucking cool idea, and yeah, there's a lot of people, it's similar things out there, but I mean, it's just,
But that's not really the problem.
It's-
The problem isn't the podcast, and isn't this, and isn't that's not even the influencers. It's the fucking trolls. I don't think the problem really lies in the media that's out there necessarily. I think the problem lies in the way people react to that and the
magnifies it.
lack
Yeah.
of love that our society has. Like it's just not there. Like
Yeah.
it's just lots of fucking hate, but nobody takes time to say, hey,
That was awesome.
you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
You look good today. You fucking whatever.
No, I agree
you
with that
gotta.
completely. It's easier to beat
It's easier to be-
someone down than it is to build
Well, and
somebody
especially
up.
on the internet, because if you walked up to
Well, especially
somebody
on the internet.
and we're like, "You're a stupid motherfucker," and I don't like your face, you might get punched.
Right.
Like that's real life. On the internet, you can't get.
Well, and
punched.
again, like the comments, and like I was saying before, like here on this channel, like I'm just happy about any comment. I don't
Sure.
make
yeah,
it negative, make it positive. I don't give a shit.
Right. Tear me down.
So gonna destroy this
Let me hear
later.
it.
roast away.
right.
Yeah, no, he'll get a thank you, but like a lot of people live and die by those comments or how many
Yeah.
thumbs up or likes or hearts or
Yeah.
whatever platform you're on. But people like live and die by that. Well, one other thing I wanted to talk to Cody about anyway
Yeah.
is
Well, you have a history with Cody.
I do have a
You guys
history
go
with Cody.
back a long
We do a
time.
long time.
Sports and shit.
Yeah,
Mm.
Alone in the woods.
Sheds,
Sheds.
woods, fire.
Oh,
Woods.
lots of stuff.
Fans.
Cornfields.
I bet you
Beer.
guys know each other really
lots
well.
of beer.
Inside and out.
Just outside, man.
Mostly outside. Mostly outside.
All right. Just curious.
No, but one other thing that you are really into,
Yes.
horror movies.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Big
yeah.
horror movie fan.
I mean, huge. So, top 5 horror movies of all time.
That's like asking your favorite band or favorite whatever,
that's
dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So
If you're gonna watch a horror movie right now, what are you gonna pull up?
It's like when you ask somebody about any other top 5 favorite anything.
yeah, dude. So all right, I'll say Dead Alive. Big fan of Jason, so we'll just say Friday the 13th. No specific movie, we'll just say Friday the 13th. Fuck, dude.
Well,
there's so
when you say that, like prefer the older stuff.
like
on
yeah,
Friday the
so
13th?
like
From my point of view, Cody really prefers. I mean, obviously the kind of mainstream ones. And tell me if I'm wrong. The kind of the mainstream ones, like the ones everyone knows, but because they're classics and everything else. But you really enjoy like the
off like so
the
so Lucille
D
Fulci,
and
all the
F and
yeah, dude.
M movies.
A lot of foreign movies. Like, dude, seriously, there's so much foreign, old and new that's coming out that just stomps the fuck out of like modern American horror movies right now, dude. Like, just the way, and some people might say they're kind of artsy, but I think a lot of that weird, like the weird shots and everything, and the weird undertone in the music, and just like the batshit crazy shit going on. Like, I think that really makes it much more of a horror movie than anything that's like coming out now in America. Like it feels like America's stuck on like possession and like the
Ghosts.
devil and ghosts and
Yeah.
hauntings. Like it was stuck on zombies for a while. It still is stuck on zombies.
Yeah,
You know,
zombies were huge.
there's just so much more.
To horror.
Yeah, dude. Like just do the random fucking shit. Do the crazy psycho. That's been done thousands of times anyway. But like
It never gets old.
add weirder shit to it. You know, like
Yeah.
he's driven by like some comet or something, or he fell in some sludge. Now he's like a fucking.
He had a
mutant fucking
YouTube
killer.
video and someone posted something
Yeah,
bad
dude.
about it. Now he murders everyone in
Right,
town.
right.
Oh my
I
God,
don't know.
they call him the troll hunter.
Have you
Oh,
seen that?
there you go. That's a whole movie in and of itself. Yeah.
It's like one of those found footage ones with the camera. Yeah, that other
That's a
one,
real
though,
movie.
Yeah,
Troll Hunter.
No
Yeah.
shit.
And
I thought
dude,
you were joking.
no, and there's another one on there.
it's not about a guy who goes around killing
Yeah, no.
trolls on the
No, I
internet.
got that. Yeah.
Have you seen the one that's just called Troll? It's almost like a Godzilla movie,
No.
like the newer Godzilla movies and King Kong movies. It's filmed that way, where it's
Oh,
like
I've seen a
the whole
preview for
government and military is getting involved. There's all this story, and you know the way they did it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's pretty much a troll that was made out of stone, woke up, and just started smashing the shit out of
Just King
Ireland or
Kong and
Scotland.
everything.
Yeah,
It's always
There's a lot more to it, but
why?
Well,
is it-
Stonehenge, you know,
Yeah.
the trolls and. Oh, somebody got my
Stonehenge in
dog.
Ireland? I'm not.
You know.
Is it?
Is that what happened? What's that?
I don't know.
We
Is
saw that-
Stonehenge in
we saw that
Ireland?
picture earlier.
No,
of
that's
Cody.
the Stonehenge is not
Not
it.
that.
it's in like
But that's what everybody thinks.
Easter Island,
Oh,
right?
man, I thought it was in Nevada.
Easter Island.
Where is Stonehenge? No, I'm thinking
Not
of the
Easter
fucking,
Stonehenge is in the UK. Easter Island's in the South
I'm
Pacific.
thinking of the big stone statues. That,
That's Easter
Oh,
Island.
Easter Island.
yeah.
That's Easter Island.
That's Easter
like
Island.
Stonehenge. Wait a minute. That's
Yeah, it's different.
That's different. That's a henge.
Yeah.
Stones.
get it. And the other one's big
I dig
heads.
So you've given me two because I asked for
Sorry.
5. No, you're
Uh,
fine.
I've
I love it. I love the
so
tangent. That's what I want.
mean, we'll just say any because there's so many fucking zombie movies. Too. I'm a big fan of the zombie culture, the whole scene of it. You know, it's hard to pick out one. I'd say like the older Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Those are always good. Return of the Living Dead movies. First 2 were okay. 3 and 4, I think they made like 7 of them. They started getting pretty cheesy.
You don't say
Well, I mean, you can only do it.
so many times.
Yeah.
before.
But the way, like the modern, like when 28 Days
they're
Later
about-
came out and the remake of Dawn of the Dead, where all of a sudden zombies were fast, that added so much more of a. Some people shitted on it because it's just, oh, this is bullshit. You know, that's not how it's supposed to be. But it's like, think about that though. Like, if they could just bolt down the street instead of just.
Which is funny in itself because, like, oh, that's not how zombies would be. Like, who are you?
Right, yeah.
To be like, this is what zombies would be. I know because, like, I'm a zombie scientist, even though they don't exist.
Yeah. I can pretty much tell you
Zombies.
an animal on rabies or with rabies is going to run equally as fast
Oh,
as
yeah.
it would if it didn't
That's
have that.
yeah.
Maybe even higher faster if it's
Yeah, 'cause,
really
I mean, you're
got
almost talking
intent.
about advanced rabies, right? I mean, what else would it be?
Any
I
kind of
don't-
fucked up disease or virus.
Well, I
like,
mean,
and
that's what it would. Yeah, some.
it would
form
be.
of
Some
that.
yeah.
What would you think about the? Oh man, I can't remember the name of the movie, but the one with Will Smith.
Oh,
I
the
Am
zombie
Legend?
one?
I Am Legend. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
that one. Had that
I thought it
vibe,
was
yeah, as
cool. There
horror
was a
movie fan.
book, and it's a friend from high school, Andy Peak. He had the book, and I remember hanging out with him when he was reading it. The way he was depicting it, they were more like vampires in that than like mutated people. You know, like, it was
Well, they did only come out, like, at night or
at
something,
night,
right?
but they were. I thought they were more like not exactly a zombie, but like they were just kind of had probably a little extra strength and just kind of crazed, kind of. You know, like it's
Okay.
because they didn't really eat, they just kind of killed. You know, they were just kind of they were filled with rage. It's kind of like same way like 28 Days Later. Like they weren't really eating, they were just like rabid. You know, they were
Okay.
wanting to just kill. You
Just-
know,
yeah.
yeah,
Just fuck you.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm not hungry.
Because-
Just fuck you.
yeah.
So they
Well-
just turned into a bunch of New Yorkers. Ah, fuck
Ah, fuck you.
It's always in cities. It's
You
always
know, that might be exactly what it is. Just everybody turns into New Yorkers.
Every
Everybody's
once
just
in
an
a while,
asshole.
they get a slice of pizza, and
I'm
they're
fucking
fine.
walking it.
Now, I mean, you know, in New York's defense, there's one guy that's not an asshole in that city.
I was gonna
I'm
say
sure
honestly, let that shit happen
somewhere-
to the cities.
It's definitely.
my bad. Sorry guys.
It would definitely happen in the cities, though. I mean, think about it. Like, if something like that broke out, like a zombie virus or whatever.
So,
I mean, the
yeah.
first place that's going to get hit is the cities. I mean, look at COVID.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there's just so many people stacked on top of each other
Yeah.
that they're going to be dead.
There's
soon.
that one
Well-
World War Z. They explained it was the planes that made it spread so fast. People are getting sick, jumping on planes. All of a sudden, it's
I've
all around
played
the
that
world.
game.
You
Dude,
know,
it's- it takes one,
yeah.
and it's like that's it.
Well, it's not realistic though. Like
Go
a
on.
zombie virus doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Honestly, though,
Well, let's
like
just
with just the
say-
shit that's going on right now, like just with the world and everything, like, would you be surprised if like they're like, oh, some people are walking dead over in some far off country, like, it's nothing, and then when it really happens, be like, meh, like nothing surprises me anymore.
And China would be like, it wasn't us, even though we got footage of the zombie walking out of the fucking
No,
lab.
it was China
yeah,
or it was Russia.
And then they bought the plane ticket for him.
do that South Park patient
They
zero.
shuttled them with sticks onto the plane and sent them here.
Yeah, I've seen Resident Evil. I know
I
it's
know
the
how
guy
this
with the
goes.
briefcase handcuffed to his wrist
Yeah.
who gets hijacked later, and it breaks open. It kills everybody.
Always. Yeah, we've done
Big ass
this before.
syringes, neon green, neon blue,
Yeah,
liquid
yeah.
inside.
Glowing because they all glow. All pharmaceuticals glow. They actually put a chemical in them to not make them glow.
Yeah.
Make sure, yeah,
The movies leave it realistic though.
Ask
Yeah.
Moderna.
makes sense. Radiating those.
Exactly.
This is good.
Holy shit! That dingo ate my baby. Like, oh, we
Where'd
got-
you get a dingo?
oh wow. You know.
Funny you
Dude,
said
wait,
that, dude. We've been
there's only
watching
one place
Seinfeld
that
like
you
crazy.
I don't know. Where do you buy dingoes? That's where I got it.
Australia, right? There's
The market in
can you buy a dingo?
From
Can you just buy a wild animal?
I don't know.
I think you could just
From
buy
Australia?
a wild animal, like you know.
Is there,
you
is
go
there
there.
dingo
"Eh."
sales? Like, can you just buy a dingo?
I actually do think
Steve
dingo
down
is a-
on Third. He's got dingoes.
No, I'm being serious. Can you buy
No,
a
he'll
dingo?
sell you whatever you want. You need a rocket launcher.
I'll sell you whatever you want. Steve down on 30, say.
You
But
want
no,
a tiger?
I
I got
actually
3
did
tigers
think-
at home.
I thought there was either like a domesticated dingo breed that you could,
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Imagine like
I'm
just trying to
sure.
go down
They've-
there like
They've kind of domesticated
or
all
some
wild
that like
dogs.
something that's like a very close relative if you can't actually get
I don't
dingo.
want one though. They
domesticated.
seem to eat babies.
Because I know actually a buddy, no, a
From what
buddy
I
of
hear.
mine was saying he had a dog that was crossbred. It was like part dingo and part something else, and it would run up and like if you were running from it, it didn't bite you or try to stop you
Yeah.
that way. It just dove into your legs because they would just take out their like
Oh,
prey
really?
that way. Yeah, they'll just like roll into it, and if it can't get away because its like legs can't move, then everybody else can kind of attack.
I got a buddy that
So I
I
was like,
swear he owns a coyote, and I make fun of him all the time about his coyote dog. And he's like, he's not a coyote, and it's like a male mew mixed with something else or whatever. But I mean, you look at this dog and you're like, that's a coyote. And he was saying something one day about it eating something or whatever. I was like, well, because you own a fucking coyote, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not
It
a
ate my
coyote.
chicken,
Yeah,
dude.
my
With
neighbor's
that-
getting pissed. His chickens keep dying. It's like
I just keep saying, "Good boy, don't do
It
that."
only howls when the corn's up. I don't understand.
he runs away with a pack in the evening.
Dude, when
There's
you're
about 14 of them now.
when you're
I don't know,
explaining
what
that
the
dingo that would just attack and like take out the legs or whatever. You ever see those like stupid memes on Facebook and like someone just gets slammed by something and it shows like the as if they were saying their name before a college football team or whatever.
Uh-uh.
It was
No.
like Dingo just slams a dude. Dingo, 250 pounds, Texas State. The one I seen, because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, what's that show? Key and Peele.
Oh,
They did a
dude.
bunch of jokes on that.
Yeah.
The one I seen was this dude catching a football in like a parking lot, whatever, and like he's running backwards. As soon as he catches it, he turns around. There's a truck right there. It's like Toyota Tacoma, 2015, Texas State. It's got, like, eyes and mouth. Just slam the kid, dude.
That's
See,
funny.
back talking about Facebook, man. Social dilemma.
See, there we go.
It's in our minds.
Sucks you in.
Just call this episode "Social Dilemma." Dude.
Social dilemma.
Yeah, that's a good one. Universal confusion.
Yeah,
with
dude.
The social dilemma.
It
Wow.
fits.
There you go.
The
Yeah.
melon's like, just what are you guys gonna talk? I'm like, just anything. Like, we're just gonna talk.
There's that. Well,
Like,
I literally just want to be sitting around just bullshitting. That's the whole point of the whole thing.
I do like the whole sportscasters, kind of like it looks like we're ready to comment on a Super Bowl game, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely.
Oh my God, it's tomorrow,
Well,
isn't
we
it?
thought about that. We
It's
thought
not
about,
tomorrow. It's next weekend.
Next weekend. Next weekend.
we
yeah,
thought about
so-
doing a cover on the Super Bowl after it's over, right? I mean,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
At least find like a if we found like a video or something, like basically like
Highlights.
highlights,
yeah, do a highlight
and then
highlight
we
reaction.
just comment on the highlights. That'd be kind of cool.
you guys like take the time and like do like what's that called, like the bad lip reading?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
you guys comment.
No, I was spinning the whole drunk lip reading thing between me and you.
Yeah.
And to Kelly today at the Liquor World.
Okay.
I was just like, because we just got in a whole conversation. I was like, I had this stupid idea, and she's like, that shit would be hilarious, and it would be. So I
Like a
think,
live lip reading.
so no, check it out. So
I mean,
we're
just
both
play
we're
like
both
a video
headphoned
you've
up.
never seen.
We're both headphoned
And
up.
it-
We could do it right here across from each other.
Yeah.
We're both headphoned up. We're mic'd up. I can't hear him. He can't hear me. I'm responding to what I think he's saying, and he's responding to what I think he thinks I'm saying.
There's a game like this, I think.
And then is there?
Yeah, it's like a noise canceling head. It's literally this
Hey,
is genius because
there's
this
always a
game
game like
company,
this. There's always a
this
game like
game
this.
company made it's just a noise canceling headset
Okay.
that
They
they
just-
sell,
They still
and they're like, it's a game, and you put the thing on, and then it's like you're trying to figure out what the person's.
see, that
we're
is-
doing
that
shots
is- that's a
the whole
marketing
time.
agent right there who wins.
Yeah.
That
So we're
guy
just
got a
getting
bonus.
drunker
Or
and
both.
drunker.
Yeah.
And it's
They're
gonna
like,
get
"Let's do
dumber
this."
and dumber. I think it would really work.
Yeah, sounds like no, that sounds.
We
like a
just do.
bad
Fuck
time.
you,
Oh
old
my
man.
god! Oh my god! Here, I even everybody.
Even everybody.
5 minutes of podcast where we just respond to each other, not knowing what the hell. we
yeah,
said.
you just
Everyone.
Oh, he's making a segment.
Oh,
Just 5 minutes of like just. Yeah.
whatever random
Yeah.
shit.
Just like that.
Exactly.
Just-
Of course, then it would just end up 5 minutes of us sitting here looking at each other and like
crickets.
Trying cricket.
trying to think of anything to say.
Oh no, it would just be 5 minutes of me saying the most random shit you could possibly think of.
That's
It
what I
would-
need more of.
it would-
Dog lyrics.
Marshmallows. We could do a
Marsh-
whole podcast on
on
marshmallows.
just marshmallows.
Good.
Or fucking flip flops, or I don't know, fucking hair
So
clips.
Mel and
Toothpaste.
her daughter Faye has been buying these little mini pie cups. It's made out of graham cracker, and you fill it with like Hershey bar and marshmallow, and you put it in the oven.
Okay.
It's like a pie s'more. You said marshmallows reminded me of it.
I thought that
Now
was,
I'm hungry.
For whatever
I
reason,
kinda
that
want one
gear
of
started
those.
turning in my head. I'm like, yeah.
I thought
So
that
where
was
do
a
you
lot
get
deeper
those?
than it was.
No, that was it.
That
She
was-
made them the
that's
other
all.
night. That's it.
Just
We
so
ate
you
'em.
know.
Cooked them a little bit too long. They're more like a hard cookie.
Tell me about your culinary skills, Cody, without
No, it's
telling
not
me about
mine,
your
it's-
culinary skills.
Girlfriend and her kids.
I had nothing to do with
They
it.
fuck up s'mores.
I'm getting in trouble.
It's a new kind of s'more. It takes time. There's a learning curve. It's fine. It's
It
fine.
happens. It happens.
No, that's good though.
burnt the water. She burnt the water. How do you burn the water?
I'm not gonna lie. I did light ramen noodles on fire one time.
Because you didn't
Yeah.
put water in them. You put them in
No
the mic.
water.
And just threw them in a pot.
I threw them
On the s-
in.
God, they had that smell.
It was so bad.
Like
It was
you
so
took
bad.
them out of the bag at least.
Yes, they were.
right?
Okay.
And
Or was
sitting
it
in
like cup o'
man,
noodles?
They were
or
out of the
ramen?
bag.
Oh, okay.
They were out of the bag. I put them into a ceramic bowl, which was terrible because
That
I
gets
don't know
hot.
how much people know about microwaving, but
Wait,
the
you
water
microwave
in the
ramen?
bowl actually cools the bowl. So once I realized
Nah.
that, yeah. So once I realized that these things were burning and literally on fire in my microwave, my
Grab the bowl.
my initial reaction was, "Oh shit,
Yeah. Grab the. Fuck the oven mitts.
dude!" I had 3 or 4 fingers
That's
on
what happened
both
now.
hands that had no fingerprints because it was so fucking hot.
When was this?
Just drop it.
A couple years ago.
That explains a few of the crimes around here recently. Where they don't have any fingerprints.
That's
Brad.
Oh my god, that's the
Definitely
new
not
Tide
me.
potting right there. It's dry ramening. You know, like
Man.
people are gonna like be messing up
Dude,
their
no.
microwaves.
No,
like,
no. We don't need that out there. People will be doing it. That's freaking retarded.
dude. It sucked.
Set their house on
Dude.
fire.
It sucked. Not only did my house smell like shit for like 2 days, I had nothing to eat, and I'm just like, ah.
So
I'm
I
in
assume
pain
you
and
just
hungry.
dropped the bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, I tried to get it close enough to the counter, it didn't break. But
Yeah, oh, fuck.
I don't want it to cost me money too.
did you break it?
No, it didn't break.
So
I was expecting.
I'm
you
just
to say
trying
you
to wrap
threw
my head
water in it
around
and
the
shattered
process
bowl.
here.
Go on.
As ramen noodles go,
Yeah.
there's directions on them that says
Don't you boil it?
add water, heat, but you couldn't get them both.
I didn't read the directions. I mean, I know how to
My
make.
good man.
I I know how to make ramen. I had made ramen.
No, you
This isn't
don't.
like the first
No,
time I
you
made
don't.
ramen. No, I do. I just did it wrong this time.
Yeah, I've been through my 20s.
All right, we've all been there.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the situation was. I don't really. It was years ago, so I don't really remember what the exact situation was. If I was in a hurry,
I bet Coors Light had some part.
there
of the
was probably
situation
there was probably some silver bullets involved. If I had to
there. Or some
guess.
silver mullets.
Well, back then it was probably Bud Light though.
Online gaming.
Oh, you're a Bud Light guy for a
yeah.
while?
Oh
We
yeah.
all
I
were,
didn't know
dude.
Bush Light to Bud Light to Coors Light.
Interesting. How'd that
I've grown.
progression go? Was it? I don't really like this beer, so I'm gonna drink this beer, even though it's not good either. And
So-
then just grabbed
Dude,
another
no.
one.
So
was
it-
like, let's just drink the worst one.
For me anyway, and I can only speak for myself. It went Bush Light because you could get 30
Yeah, it
packs
was cheap.
cheap as
Yep.
shit.
It was cheap.
Ice House. We got Ice House 30
Still
pack.
is. I think. I mean, compared to
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Talk about
no.
headaches.
Some natty
Yeah.
ice.
No, it's some natties. Oh.
That's a hangover,
bad.
bro. That's a hangover.
So like I was on the upper echelon of the
Bruh.
poor people drinking at that point, right?
Okay.
The Bush Light. And then I got a job and was like, I
okay.
can afford better. Yeah, that's right. I was like, Bud Light.
Okay, yeah, I know, I understand. Just throwing.
It
them
was
hundos out there.
similar, but it just felt better.
Okay.
And then
It was
I
Bud Light for
don't-
years. I
Made
want
by
to say
the
it was
same company.
years we were all on
It's
Bud Light.
almost the same
I-
beer
They're like
in a
all-
different can.
There's like two companies that make
Well,
your
see,
mainstream
I-
beers.
and-
And then when I went to Coors Light, I'm not really sure. I kind of got just tired of. This is funny because I got tired of Bud Light, so I switched to Coors Light, thinking like that would be so different, but it actually is.
Yes.
Like I'll be drinking Coors, and then like at the campground or something,
Someone hands you Bud Light.
someone hands me a Bud Light, and I'm
No.
like, I don't like this.
No,
this is,
dude, it tastes like fucking. It tastes rancid.
it's nutty.
and I look back, I'm like, how the
Yeah.
fuck did
Yeah,
I
there's a
drink
little nut
this?
there.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh, there's a little nut there.
I can
Well,
start.
these are the ones
I can
you
start
drink.
with a Bud Light, or like if this is what they have, like I'll have a Bud Light. Like I can start there.
Yeah,
But if I've
but
been
late night-
drinking Coors Light and then I switch,
nah,
I'm like,
no,
never
no.
mind. I'm
See,
good.
we started. I started with Bud Light because I kind of did a similar progression. Like I had Bud Light. I started out with for a little bit, and then it was when we were bleed for the fall, and dude, it was all Miller Lite,
No,
dude.
Ugh,
And then
just boiled.
and then I got out of that,
rice.
and then that's when we went to the Coors Light.
Okay.
We ended up at Coors too. It was just like I don't know what it is between those,
Yeah.
but like it's just like in between.
Well, and Coors is made by Miller or this
Mhm.
that company. It's Anheuser, right?
Okay,
But
but-
Coors
Pretty
or
sure.
Miller tastes
Anheuser
very
Busch.
like
That's makes that's
malty
Bud
to me.
and Bud Light.
They
And
ma-
I,
that's the same company.
yeah, I
Okay.
think Coors
Yeah.
separate, and Miller separate. I think, and then I could be wrong, but like
they're
I think,
all owned by George Soros.
yeah, one of them owns Bush, Anheuser Busch.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
So here's the thing: is
But then
all
I
right,
got out of that and went.
So
I
I'll-
stopped doing that and went to Flavor Town.
give you this. There's
Started
no
drinking
Flavor
IPAs.
Town
I'm not
in light
interested in
beers.
flavor.
And you guys drink the best light beer that's out there in Coors Light. It definitely
Oh,
is the
Left
best
Hand
light
Milk
beer in
Stouts.
my
Coors
opinion.
Light, yeah, 100%.
However,
Yeah,
it's a light fucking beer.
It is.
it's made for people
When
that
I'm
want to drink
trying
fast
to
and
get
piss a
drunk,
lot.
I don't want it to take is the longest possible. Like that doesn't make any sense.
I,
Like,
I understand. where
if
you're
I'm
coming
like,
from.
hey, I want to catch a buzz.
You know
let's
what?
drink the thing that's going to take me the longest to actually
That's
catch
right.
a buzz.
Well, you know what I want
I
with
like to
my
shoot
drunk.
heroin right into my eye.
Oh my god.
directly into my
just-
pupil.
Do not shoot heroin into your eye. ever.
That was a joke, kids.
That kids.
Do
But
not
no, I
bring
like.
drugs
I
and
mean, whiskey
cuz.
or
Drugs
strong
bad.
beers.
I
IPA.
just never
Even-
got. I
dude,
never got into
Old
like the
Style
craft
is
thing.
better than
It
Coors
just
Light.
it feels the
I have
craft
no
thing
idea.
just feels like
It's not a
I
craft
tried
thing.
to, but
It's
I
a
couldn't.
percent
I
thing.
like
I'm getting more percent for
anti-hero
my
when I
money
go to
than
any
you
of
are.
these
gotcha.
like breweries or anything. I see I'm like, let me get anti-hero. I go with the few that I know I've tried
I do like anti-hero.
that I like. You know, like
I literally what's that one in Mantino? The
Steam
Steam Hollow?
Yeah,
Yeah, Steve, no.
literally walked up to the bar and was like, "What's the closest thing you have to Coors Light?"
right.
They get that all the time.
I'm sure they do.
They get that all the time.
Well, dude, I'm just not interested. I don't know. I'm not. some kind of connoisseur. I
Like,
drink
you know
Coors
where you're
Lights,
at,
I want to
kid?
have a beer.
No, I never likes what they like. I just like stronger, hoppier, punch you in the face type of beer.
Yeah, see, I don't like the
but
hoppy.
see, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit down and like I'll have water with like an IPA and I'll have my water there. Like the Coors, like I do feel
water,
the same way. Like
so-
I will sit down and smash through a 6-pack. Like there's nothing. If you put
Oh, yeah.
IPAs in front of me, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'll,
I
I'll
can see
drink
that.
slower, and you drink. It's a different kind of thing. It's like you don't want to sit down with a glass of whiskey every night, but like it's.
You don't want to, but you
You don't
you
want
did
to,
it anyway.
but I'm gonna.
But it's one of those things where it's like I think like sitting back, hanging out, having some Coors or whatever. That's what you want to do. That's like you know, by all means, go ahead. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like so much carbs. I
Yeah.
actually IPAs are even worse on that kind of thing because I'm like,
But you don't drink
Well,
it
they
anymore.
are,
kind
but
of
you're not,
loaded.
you're not
but-
drinking 12 of them.
But then again,
No,
you
you're
want
talking about
IPAs
Coors,
like
you
2
don't
or
feel
3
the load
Coors
so
Lights,
much.
you know, like
Oh, you're not gonna have 2 or 3.
so what's your
Coors
what's your
Lights.
drink of
Right.
choice? Like if like top drink, like and not
yeah.
Coors Light or whatever, like alcohol wise.
like for like if
liquor.
I go up to the bar and do shots, I'm doing like Sambuca a lot, Rumpelmans.
Okay.
That's
Coors
I
is
can't
easier to
like whiskeys and the vodkas and shit like that. I can't. I don't know, man. I can't. I can, but I'm not gonna last very long. Like the
Gotcha.
liqueurs,
They kick you in the
I'm
ass.
the liqueurs
Yeah.
kicking the ass too. But for whatever reason, it's easier to shoot. I think like someone says like do a shot of Jack Daniels or do a shot of Jameson. It's like, hold on, guy. Like I'm not. No,
See,
I'm-
I'll just sip that because I love whiskey. Whiskey, I can't drink like sweet liquors. Sweet liquors are just Southern
Yeah.
Comfort. Oh,
Well,
God.
yeah, that one.
Dude,
Yeah, Soko.
oh.
I used to have a thing
I
for that,
want
and
it
I can't. It's just the smell of it.
Straight
Whew.
tequila, straight whiskey, maybe cut on a cube.
I'm not a whiskey guy, but if I have one, it's gonna be like sipping. I'm not gonna sit there and just do a shot of whiskey.
I'll usually
Yeah.
get a rum and Coke, Captain and Coke, something like that,
Yeah.
whiskey and Coke.
Something
You know,
mixed.
that's something like that. But I'm as far
Gatorade
as
and
shooting
vodka.
it. Yeah, call me a bitch, but I'm not shooting in that.
Well, see,
No, man,
I
that's
would
all
say
right. I
like
mean,
I'm actually
that's
much prefer
21-year-old shit anyway.
Yeah,
right.
dude,
Yeah, dude.
shots I don't know though, like anymore. It's hard for me to actually like do a shot. Like it makes me feel like so like I prefer like to sip on it because I'll get that good buzz and get that good like level. Whereas if you shoot it, like I think it hits too much.
You got no control.
and you're like, ugh.
Well,
Yeah.
with whiskey,
And then it spikes, but then it also spikes downward
Yeah.
too
You feel
because
it
you get that
splash in your
sugar. But
stomach,
where
dude.
if you
Oh,
sip
yeah.
on it with water, I think
Yep.
you just
well,
it-
with whiskey and tequila too, because I really like
That's why
tequila.
I
but
do like tequila actually.
you don't
Mm.
drink it, and that's what a lot of people, I guess, don't understand is you
You
don't
don't taste it.
you don't drink it. No. You wet your lips and tongue. That's all you're doing. You're just putting some flavor and letting it kind of soak in. You're not really swallowing it. It's just.
No, you swallow
you're-
it.
I'm a beer drinker. That is
Trust
not
me,
how I
trust
roll.
me, I'll take a whole glass of whiskey
Trying
and
to
slam it
swish it?
down. But if you're just sipping whiskey, you don't need to have a mouthful of whiskey. You have a little taste, and you just kind of wet your lips. Wet your lips just a little bit at a time, and
Like
then
little baby sips.
yeah, absolutely.
I can't do that.
You're
though,
just
so-
you're just
No, I don't have that in me.
what do you mean?
It's 'cause I think it's
just
like-
to sip
that.
it? Yeah, no, I know some other people that are
well,
like,
but that's
"Hey, a
why I
glass of
keep
whiskey."
water.
Huh?
It's
That's
like,
why I
Jesus
keep
Christ.
water. Is that and that's one reason I like to drink the whiskeys like a glass of whiskey is because I'll have my water because I'm the same way. Like I want to just be like, ooh, this taste. I want that
There's
taste.
water in the
flavor.
ice.
I think it's the
So
beer
it's
Throw
drinking
an ice
method.
cube in it, fill it up.
Constantly sip. Constantly sip.
That's what it
constantly
is.
sip.
Well,
you know?
because your beer tastes like shit by the time like if you drink a beer for 15 minutes,
Right.
it's like
I gotta get this going.
yeah, yeah.
so like and that's the thing. Like IPAs actually are enjoyed like at room temp. So
Yeah.
like an IPA, let it warm up a little bit. You pussies, do it.
Tell
So
him,
like
Justin, tell him. You heard it here first.
I'll take my beer cold, thanks. I don't care what the traditions are in your
Yeah,
country.
dude. Like I can't do. I can't
Nah,
do a
nice,
warm beer.
nice, cool, like a beer around like what between 55 to like 65 or somewhere in that temperature range, and like, dude, it's really good.
No,
let it
fuck
sit.
that.
Take a cold beer, let it sit for like 10 minutes.
It's like waking
Well,
up
you
at one of
chill
the
your
parties.
whiskey though. You put your fucking whiskey in the freezer. Whiskey's room temp. That's how you drink
What?
whiskey.
I got a decanter on my counter, buddy.
No, I
don't even know
anytime
what that
whiskey,
is.
Like
Um,
whiskey still got to be
It's
chilled.
it's a little
Yeah.
thing there that just says "can't" over and over again.
It's like nope.
It's like
Can't.
it's a decant. No, can't. No, can't.
No, can't.
Decanter. Yeah, I'm just sounding
Oh my
it out.
God.
I don't know. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
want one of those. I'm bringing one of those to work and putting it on my tool bench. I'm just gonna be like,
Can't
You
do
know
it.
what? Let me get the
Nope.
decanter.
He can't do it.
Can't.
He can't do it.
Can't do
He can't do this either.
Oh god.
No, but what is a decanter?
Oh well, you remember Ron White, right? From
No.
the blues
Didn't he
blue
die?
collar comedy tour.
Yes, the
Oh,
comedian
did he
Ron
die?
White.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
comedian Ron White.
He's like, do you
That
remember Ron
glass
White?
bottle he had on stage with him when he'd have like a glass bottle of scotch.
Yeah.
But he was like, I don't. Yeah, that was his decanter. It's just basically a ornate glass bottle.
Okay.
To
It's a
hold your
place
whiskey.
to put your whiskey before you drink it.
Yeah, so you take it out of glass bottle A, put it into the glass bottle
It's
B,
usually very fancy.
because it looks pretty.
yeah.
I have that for
Got
my
like-
beer. It's a fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one of those. It's called my stomach.
You put it there before you drink it.
Yeah. And
Quite the same thing.
No,
Does it
I
look
just put
fancy?
it straight there and just save it there.
I'm sure there's a purpose. What's the purpose for a decanter?
Decanting.
To make it look like you're high on the social status.
Well, I know with wine, you want wine to
my
oxygenate. You want it to
decanter.
expose it to oxygen because then
Okay.
the true aromas and the true flavors come out.
Sure.
And that's kind of the purpose of decanting.
Okay.
I seriously thought it just like be fancy. Like,
Oh no, it literally is to open
like
up the
that's what they put
flavors
in. Like,
and
it's
the
like kind
aromas.
of like a lot of
it's
times
to be
it's a
fancy.
glass bottle. It's got like, it's obviously etched, and like got all kinds of weird designs on it. And
Does it
Oh,
move it around in any way, or just
No,
sits there?
Like what?
Is it like one of those birds that like dips its
Well,
nose
like,
in the water?
if you
No,
look
you
up,
idiot.
you guys are on the. He's on the internet. He's on the internet. Look up a wine decanter, but it's a
We'll
tube
look
that's
up a
like
wine,
it's
wine
a
decanter. You just
funnel,
said
but
whiskey.
it kind of like a
you can hold
jar
any
that
liquid.
spans out.
Okay.
Because with wine, you want the more surface
I'm-
area,
I'm
the
kinda-
sooner it's going to oxygenate, right?
Images.
Sure. Okay. Now you're talking my language. I
Yes.
understand surface area.
Yep.
Yes.
So like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
sooner reaches.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
Yeah.
which one are we looking at?
Like the
here?
one right to the right of where you're at
This
now.
one? This one looks
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
what I was
That's like
thinking
a
Yeah?
cool
That actually looks
decorative
really
whiskey
cool.
decanter, but it's
Can
just
I,
the whiskey ones. I'm not sure if it has the
Can I
same
full
effect as a
screen
wine.
that?
Are they
Good.
are they
I don't
seeing
know.
this right now?
I
Internet
probably
correct.
They will
just,
be.
Cool.
yeah, there you go.
So now we're all on the same page of what a
$150
decanter is.
just drink it.
Oh, dude, there's a movie
Yeah.
about it. Hold on.
Decanter.
No, we're watching a movie.
There's a
No,
movie.
That's
There's
not a
not a
movie. I don't know.
movie.
It's just showing different.
Buy it, Dale. Buy it. Add to cart.
My internet is still
Add to
loading.
cart.
Apparently, our budget
You just get a
sucks here.
decanter and put it right here.
We just need to get a Patreon so we can
Oh,
start
no,
trying
see,
these things
that's-
to find out if they're
that's how
actually
you
By the
get your
time this
wine
is live, we have a
decanter. If that's-
Patreon. Go subscribe
The
to our
challenge
Patreon.
Victoria
If
decanter.
you don't keep your decanter on a rock in front of a blue clouded sky, then you're a
I
piece
mean-
of shit.
guarantee you order that. It shows up broken.
whiskey at home on your couch, you lazy piece of garbage.
It
Do you
doesn't have to
even
be-
drink whiskey, bro?
Doesn't have to be this one.
like a man.
Doesn't have to be this one.
Drink
Just
your
any.
whiskey, drink your scotch,
Oh, yeah.
drink your
No, I
scotch
mean,
on the
there's-
mountains.
I think Dale made up his mind. He's buying it.
There's-
Add to cart.
Dude, I just ordered 3.
These are really fancy looking. Oh,
Oh yeah. No, I mean,
that looks cool.
So has anyone ever gone to wine taste? Because this makes me think of
Yes.
wine tasting.
Yeah.
I'm not. I know. No. What we were. I don't think I
Yeah.
could.
Yes, you
I've-
would.
wine
Like, I mean,
tasting.
if you enjoyed wine or liked wine at all, yeah, dude. Because I'll tell you what, I waited. Like, even if you didn't like wine, just wait till the end when they bring out like a dessert wine. Because there's like a chocolate one, and it's like Hershey syrup and wine, so it's like a chocolate wine. So it's just yummy.
No, that's no. I don't even do dessert, so that wouldn't.
You take
Interest
that, you
me at
like
all.
get it really cold, pour it over some like nice ice cream.
Yeah, not interested.
The wine. Yeah,
I just feel like I wouldn't fit in.
wine.
Yeah,
Wine
dude,
tasting,
yeah,
like going on like a wine.
I mean, the
tour
only
or
reason
something?
you wouldn't fit in is if you were
you
like,
wouldn't fit
Lamb of
in.
God shirts, blue jeans.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not gonna fit in. Brad's not a wine.
Right.
taster.
No, it's
but do
it's a
you
new
like
age now.
wine? at all?
Metalheads
No.
drink wine.
Then
dude.
don't
You-
go.
Well, and I
You're a wine taster, and maybe me, Cody, and Brad are not wine tasters.
I mean, I'll go.
Oh, of course you will. I mean, I'm saying.
Then you
you're
bring
gonna
your
know,
own cooler
but
with
you're not
Coors
gonna fit
Light.
in. You're just not gonna care.
Be like,
Brad's gonna
"Ma'am,
have
can I get
social
another
anxiety
peanut
because
door?"
he doesn't fit in.
That's true. I hate people. We just covered this last time. No, I don't know. I just
Everybody sees
I guess
you
I've
now.
I've
You're
never
on the
had enough
internet.
wine to decide whether I like wine or not.
It's one of those things, honestly. Like everybody thinks you're gonna go there and it's gonna be like, oh my god.
That's kind of how I feel it's going to be.
What you do
No,
is
it's
you
just a bunch
go
of
to
drunk people.
well, but you go to one that you're friends with people who are having a wine tasting, and then you know you're gonna like the people that are
Just
there.
go have a whiskey.
But
flight.
then you
Fuck
just
that.
Well, but that's the other thing too is if you don't really like wine, have a beer tasting, have a whiskey tasting, or something like that.
Yeah, I guess there's other.
Hang on the parking lot and drink box wine. Just insult them.
Let's go to Wing Fest and we can just pregame
Go
in
to
the
the
parking lot.
wine tasting.
I need my Franzia.
Yeah. It sounded French and Italian at the same time.
So I noticed on your Facebook when I was creeping you for photos, you got an interesting letter addressed to your work.
Oh,
It had to be last year or something because it was down there in the something about, and I'll put it up on the screen or whatever. But
you have it? Because I forget exactly what it.
oh, we
what
could
it
find
said.
it. We could find
Yeah.
it.
Where we're at, Roger Supply is right next door to Cornerstone Services. And what they do over there is they kind of train and teach people with mental problems
Okay,
how to get along in life and like how to.
you're making this far more serious.
He came from there though. That's yeah.
You like found out where
You'll
this
find-
originated?
The dude,
You'll find
what's
this
funny
later.
is that when I posted that, my friend Allie from Piatone, she said that she works at one of the banks down here, and then they got the same exact fucking letter, and it's from a dude, and
Like, he was just sending it to random businesses.
they caught him like putting it on like under the windshield wiper on cars in their parking lot, like a letter that
But
was
just, so it said something about like a mind machine or
Mind
Dude,
reader
it
machine.
was-
mind reading machine. That's what
it was way off the fucking rails, dude. It was I thought it was a joke at first, and then
Right.
and then it turns out like the cops had several run-ins with this guy, and
No shit.
yeah.
Dude, and did you notice it was wrote on like one of those pieces of
And an
paper that they
angle.
give to like kids so that they can like do their uppercase letters and lowercase letters?
He wrote as if the paper was like turned 45
yeah.
degrees and like just like wrote straight
No,
down.
I saw that, but
like,
the
it was-
paper itself was like from like a school book, like practicing your A's.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, from
That's
a notebook.
No, it wasn't a regular
Well,
notebook.
like a child's.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like
Yeah,
a
okay.
kindergarten
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Like I know what you mean with the big lines and then the
Big
little
lines
dash.
and then like the dotted line in the middle, so
Yeah.
your lowercase come up to the middle line, and that's what he wrote on.
Right. Yeah. Dude, it was I don't know. We didn't sweat it too much at work.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure you just showed it around, like, hey,
Yeah, dude.
check
it's-
this out.
But just the fact that like other people had problems with this guy for the same exact letter. Surely find it up, dude. Or can you find it?
Dude,
Find it out.
Find that up, Dale.
All right, so you're talking
Find
about a
that
forgot
up.
password here on
That's
No,
Facebook.
the
just
new-
go on Facebook. You can go right
like,
to his. You shouldn't
new
have to log in or
K-pop
anything.
song.
No? Yeah, you'll pull it up.
But yeah, dude.
You got that info.
But yeah, dude, it was I don't
No,
know.
it
Dude,
was.
I was
random.
cracking up, like
Super-
looking at the shit you posted
Well,
about it.
I don't know. We constantly get letters about mind
It's
reading.
just like an everyday thing for us.
Well, we have that patent, so there's that.
The patent on
It
the
was
mind reading
something
machine?
about like don't like fall into this, it will take control of you, or something
Yeah.
along those lines, or don't watch the show. And like he had like I think a few celebrity names on there, like don't listen to this guy. Like
I'm not sure. I kind of focused on
Was
the
it,
mind
was it
reading
mostly
machine.
Harvey Weinstein?
nah, but I mean of the like matter, I think. I don't know.
Like,
Which brings me to
matter.
the next thing. So what
Yeah,
we
let's do
got?
this.
What we got? We got the hat filled with random ideas, and we're gonna have the guest
gonna
pull out
enjoy.
some random ideas, and we're just gonna talk about them.
Yep.
Should be interesting.
Maybe.
So we
Maybe.
oh, I'm talking about all of them?
We're
No, no,
gonna-
no. You're not talking about. You're gonna lead
it.
them.
Now, if it's super inappropriate because none of us know exactly what's been put in there, then we're not going to read that one.
I think
But
some of us.
I mean,
I
you
think
guys
some
can
of us
edit.
know what's been put in there, but
I know what I put in there, but I don't know what everyone else put in there.
I can't read that.
and here we
Hottest.
go with the. Here we go with the handwriting. So we gotta type up the random ideas.
That's
too.
me.
What is it? What is it?
Hottest celebrity.
Out of celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
That's a D. His E and his L made a D.
Yeah, yeah.
Hottest
I got bad
celebrity.
handwriting, man. Thanks. Thanks. I like. Now I'm gonna probably go home and take a volume and cry myself to sleep.
No,
Dude,
just learn how to write,
out the
dude.
man. Like,
It'll be fine.
2023, dude.
Online classes.
Hottest
Hottest
celebrity? I mean,
on a scale of like
No,
would
dude,
never
dude,
sleep
okay.
with all the way to
No, no.
like in front of my parents kind of hot. Like, is that what
so
I think you're thinking way too much about
I'm,
it.
Okay,
I'm
so,
gonna
like,
say Scarlett
you sleep with
Johansson.
her in a public area? Like,
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that.
That's solid.
Yeah, big Marvel fan. You
I
know,
think we need to go
Black-
Justin here. I think Justin's up next. I think you need to tell us.
Do we
I'll
pass
be
the same
Justin.
category
I
along,
feel-
or do we just pass
No,
the head
yeah,
along?
I think in this case we all have to answer the question.
Okay,
Yeah,
Justin, you're in the
I mean,
hot
I
seat,
think-
dude. Hottest celebrity.
All right, so Cody's a son of a bitch. I mean, you're making me like feel bad.
I'm
And
sorry.
For real?
I might.
I'm sorry.
You're so sensitive.
I know, too.
I love
Fuck
you,
me.
man. You're fucking awesome.
Oh, God.
You look like a hard ass, but you're just a bitch.
Yeah. We'll get to
Probably
that.
like, what, how do you, Vita Guerrera. How
Nah.
you can't, her, she's hot.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard she's.
No, she's hot. She's hot. Like,
Oh, I thought you said her.
Like, yeah. I,
I mean,
know.
like,
Like
dude,
somebody
it-
told me once.
you know, like, yeah. I'm just like trying to think if there's like a chick I've seen like recently in movies.
Yeah, no,
at all
that's
like-
kind of where I'm at. Is I'm having a hard time because like I don't watch and I don't really give a shit about celebrities and shit.
Yeah,
I
and
know.
that's
kinda
I'm
my
the
thing
same
either.
way. I don't know why I
So-
threw that in there. It just was a random.
And there's probably, but I mean,
like Kate Beckinsale in Underworld. Yeah, there you
Yes.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
my-
I know. That's probably about it. That's mine.
see, I thi-
Oh, Elizabeth Hurley. Yeah, watch. I'm gonna start rattling. Oh yeah, I'd be like,
No. Kate Beckinsale has something about her that is, yeah, she's
that's yours.
yeah, no,
Kate
absolutely.
Beckinsale.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know,
you just
I-
outed me.
I think I
Oh my
gotta go.
oh god.
I think I gotta go
what's her name?
old. I'm going Katie Holmes only because, like, again, I don't
Eh,
really know
that's a good
the
one.
fucking new celebrities and all this. I don't really give a shit about that stuff.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god, did
old
you have a
now, though,
crush
isn't
on
she?
her?
I
wanna- you wanna-
definitely had
You
a
want to
crush
really
on
go in
Katie
depth and be
Holmes
like
back in the day.
hottest chick from the 80s, from the 90s, 2000s.
Oh Jesus Christ! Now I gotta
Oh,
Google
that's-
something, Cody.
Okay, wait. Let's take this in
Dale,
a
pick
different
a
direction.
category.
No, we're not doing that one. Let's going back
What's
in there.
Magic
No,
Hat? What's wrong,
no,
Dale?
it's one of
What's
mine
wrong?
again, and it's one of the stupidest fucking ones I wrote. So we're not doing that. We're
The
gonna.
next one's the same. Like, no, we're not doing that. It's one of the stupidest ones I wrote.
I don't.
Come on,
all
just-
right.
That's definitely a Justin one.
This is
Why
yeah.
you gotta like call it out like that? Let everybody.
Why
No.
crunch it up?
No.
Let me
What
see.
is it?
Let me see.
No
I'll read
way.
it. Fuck
Just-
it.
No way.
throw it
Pass
over.
that along. We ain't discussing this.
Let's see.
You will have to edit this if we discuss this. No.
I mean,
No. This is why I didn't want to pull one of his. This is why I didn't want to pull one of his.
I don't understand what the big deal is. Black just looks bigger.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Really? We're
And Tim's Camaro was in here the other day. It's a black car.
this put a lot
Looked
of
way
space.
bigger than any other Camaro I've ever seen.
did it make you Randy, baby?
I just thought it looked bigger than any other Camaro I've ever seen.
I
It
don't
did.
think
Well, it had the
I don't think that's
convertible
good. I
top.
don't think, we're gonna edit that one out. Let's grab another one. I don't think we're doing that one. I'm not pulling another one. of
All right,
Justin's. I
you
do
can't
it.
just call out who wrote it.
But these are
Stop
mine. What is
crunching
this?
them up so we know who
Here's
wrote
my
it.
shit too. Oh yeah, there it is. That's the topic.
It was the one good idea he had.
No, this was our guess.
Oh.
Tell by the handwriting.
Okay.
What is that? Cody?
Inflation.
Say it again, 'cause I was
Inflation.
interrupting you.
Inflation. Topic is inflation.
Inflation.
Eggs, dude. What the fuck's up with eggs?
I brought this up last
You know,
podcast.
like any
Okay.
fucking thing out there, dude. Fucking my dude. I work at an 8-track wholesale place. In the past couple of years, shit's gone up.
An 8-track
Pushing
wholesale.
70.
You wholesale 8-tracks?
HVAC.
Oh, HVAC. I thought you said 8-tracks.
I think
No,
this is
I mean-
that'd be way cooler.
It was before my
I
time.
think the inflation topic goes back to the whole COVID thing because the problem is it's all supply and demand. That's the whole economy. And
Mm.
so when there's less supply of something, but there's more demand, the price is going to go up because one, they can, and two, there's actually less of that product
Yeah.
to distribute amongst all the people that want it.
So it's just jack, but it's people
And it-
getting hungry and
the thing is, like, it's not immediate. It takes time to happen. So, like, before the COVID thing, you know, the economy's rocking and rolling and everything's working good, and there's more than enough of everything to go around for everybody.
Sure,
Whatever
sure.
you want, just go get it.
Right.
The COVID thing happens, a lot of stuff shuts down, production shuts down, factories shut down, and it was worldwide. So it wasn't just a US thing, it was a worldwide product issue. And it took time, one, for the COVID thing to kind of clear out, and two, for those things to come back online and start making those products again. And then there's time to make the product.
Right.
And so when that happens, you're going to end up with inflation. I mean, inevitably. It's just going to happen because you stop producing, but people still need it or want it or whatever. So
It's damn near double the price, dude. Like,
there's going to be a time lag on that because, again, it takes time for that shit to come up. You're going through, when it first hits, you don't see any difference.
Brad, you were prepared for this, weren't you? You were prepared for my
No, he just
inflation.
knows his information.
No, yeah, no,
I just know,
That's right.
yeah. I'm an economist.
Well, that's why the Feds have been raising rates, is because they're trying to
They're trying to curb it.
stem the buying, because the less people buy, the more it will drive prices down, which brings
Sure.
inflation back to a normal level. The problem with the whole scenario is it just squeezes the middle class and the poor. It just squeezes the fuck out of us because
Right.
we're the ones that support the country.
And the production's not quite at the rate it was before the COVID thing. So like we're still it's ramping up and it's getting better. And
Yeah.
inflation will inevitably get better, but with a small caveat that once companies and companies that have those
Yeah,
products
once you're making that
know
money-
that they can sell it for
Yep.
this,
100%. Why?
No,
it's
they're
going to be
going to.
real hard
Yeah.
to get those prices to lower back.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the whole egg crisis thing that's been going around, which is, I think,
This
absolutely
two
hilarious.
podcasts in a row we're talking about the egg crisis. I brought it up last time.
Did you? Did we
I
talk
did.
about that last time?
Haven't
I
bought
did.
eggs
Well, then
and
that's
out.
the end of that conversation. Let's not talk about the egg crisis.
Next, hit the hat.
Point of inflation. No, the point of inflation.
So no, we're staying.
No.
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 I want to talk about
Edit.
this. But
No, the point of inflation is to fleece us of our money. They did it in a particular way.
I don't even
You
wear
know who-
fleece. You do.
Bitch.
Is this fleece?
Why you taking sheep's hair, man? They're like cold and shit.
I love sheep,
Fuck them sheep.
but
That wraps up our topic on inflation.
have you seen the price on goats lately?
No. Well, why? In what world would I need
Fresh
to know
out.
the price of goats?
Can't get them for a couple.
Every world.
Where is the hat?
So what's the price of goats then?
I have no idea.
All right, perfect.
We're gonna do the hat.
Next,
Market price of goats.
Brad, we're doing the hat. I don't know what the
We're
fuck
doing
you're talking
the
about
hat.
goats
And,
for.
I think it's Justin's turn.
Yeah,
you
get
guys-
in there.
Oh, I got to pull.
I thought we were just making our guest read the shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
All
thought.
right. Jorts, like jean shorts. Jorts are the superior
Yes,
swimwear.
jorts are the superior swimwear.
Okay.
My Uncle Mike.
You don't have to change.
Is there an actual
So,
story?
right
You
there
know,
from my Uncle Mike.
So way back in the day, we would take family trips over to Indiana Beach,
Okay.
and like everybody's in their bathing suits going to the water park. My Uncle Mike just like the super high cut jean pants that were obviously cut
Shorts.
above his knee, like just just hanging out. Like, sir, you're supposed to have a bathing suit. Like, they caused a whole little thing. Like, they eventually let him in, but
Dude, he almost got denied access to a water park based on his
it's jeans and they're all
preferred
free.
swimwear.
Fantastic.
Fucking George, dude.
All right, next to that, like nothing's beating that.
I mean, we're done.
Next topic.
That's amazing.
Jorts are superior.
All right, next topic: space and time. Brad, I wrote this
Oh,
one for
Jesus
you.
Christ.
So my
That's
idea
not
of
a-
space and
that's
time.
not a fucking just quick space and time.
No,
Like,
I know.
what do you-
This was
how-
going to be the one that goes on for a few minutes. I
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to know?
think. Why are we here?
There's no reason why we're here. We're here because we were inevitably
Cross.
always going to be here.
Is there a meaning to life?
No.
Okay, that's it. That's all I had.
No, here's the thing. So
You are a horrible representative for
There's no
space
meaning to
and
life.
time.
there's no
You're
meaning to
so
life. And here's what I mean by
negative.
There's
Well,
no
I mean,
meaning
I'll
to
take
life.
it to dialogue.
And so,
Progressing life, I would say, would be the only sort of meaning.
but even that'll end.
Sort of meaning.
And it'll
No, it won't.
absolutely it'll
Everything
end.
comes to an end. Everything comes
No,
to an
it
end.
will always be there. No.
It absolutely
essence,
will
maybe.
not always
Everything
be
that
there.
happened,
Well, yeah, I mean,
already
technically,
happened,
yeah,
and
'cause the
everything that's gonna
universe-
happen is gonna happen.
Every
Will
star in the
stun.
entire universe is going to die one day. It's going to turn into a cold, dark nothingness, and every life form will cease to
Die.
exist.
Well,
So it will stop one day.
or it'll all get sucked into a giant black hole and Big
Or
Bang
the
and
other
happen
option
again.
is the giant
Right.
rip, which is
Or a gamma
even
ray will
scarier.
fucking blast us and fry our atmosphere, or an asteroid will hit us.
I'm not talking about. I'm not being
or we'll all
specific to
die
Earth.
from congestive heart failure because we eat like shit. It doesn't really matter.
Again, that's all specific to Earth, but I'm not even being that
In
specific.
space and time.
The whole idea of space and time. I mean, nothing matters. Next question.
Well, it's not that nothing matters. It's that it's already been set in motion. So
Yeah.
here's the thing:
We're on a train.
the
and it's
Big
gonna come
Bang
to an end.
happened. If you could take every part of my
Shut up and use my theory. Go ahead.
this is
It's my theory. You know
okay.
it.
This is your theory,
is-
Dale.
this-
Let me
I'm-
explain your theory
I'm
for the
gonna-
audience.
Please.
If you could track from the moment everything was created, the speed and position of every particle and direction, you would be able to tell the future because everything that you're made of, this table's made of, this building's made of, was all made and set into motion at that moment in time.
By God.
To eventually end.
Well, to eventually end, but that's not really the point of this. So even the idea of free will is a construct of the human mind that doesn't actually exist. It's a
Making of your own making in your own consciousness.
in your own
really.
mind.
You know,
You
your
think you have a
decisions are
decision, but
already
you don't.
decided for you because of
You are always
the
going to do
particles that
what
make
you are
you
going
up.
to do when you are going to do it exactly the way you
Yeah.
did it.
I remember talking about this sometime here, hanging out after
Mhm.
work.
I'm sure we did.
And I just feel like that, like, who's to say that you don't? And I thought your response to that was like, who's to say you don't make a hard left in whatever path or whatever, like in layman's terms.
laws of physics.
And your response was that hard left was planned.
It was already gonna.
Yeah. And it kind of threw me for a loop thinking like, so no matter what, like it's already.
Correct.
So that leads me to Marvel, Quantumania with Ant-Man. This new
Okay.
bad guy knows everything that's going to happen.
Because he knows
Sounds
the
like
exact
Brad.
position and speed and
That's the
direction of
idea
every
to it.
particle in
That's
the entire
idea to
universe.
it. Yeah, yeah.
But no,
Which
if
would
you
be
could map
very
that out,
important information if you had that available to you.
yeah, if you could map that out and you actually had that
Like if you had
information,
an
and we
AI
don't have the
system,
understanding of it.
but if
I'm
you
going
had
to
an
say
AI
I'm going to kick the
system-
bucket at 66. I'm kidding, but it's the same instance of that. It is all planned and your idea.
It is all, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I mean, that doesn't mean like the human experience is somehow less valuable.
No, not at
It's-
all. No, I wasn't. Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
that, again, the free will and all that is a human construct in the human mind to
Okay. And
exist.
I'll bite on this.
I'm not sure why.
I'll bite
but-
on this.
Okay, go on.
Explain me.
Explain anyone. Explain any
There was once a bang.
inferiority.
Yeah, yeah.
Explain
But
anything that
you've
like.
been with me for quite a few years
Mhm.
now, and I know that like
Everything that was going to happen to you was always going to happen to you.
everything.
Mhm.
Are you prepared for that?
So I don't have all the data I would need
But I mean, you can see where this is
to
going.
fully prepare for that. Yes.
I mean, you're so
I didn't say there's no foresight in what is going to
Dude.
happen. I just said there's no changing it because it was always going to happen.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, here's one of mine. Turkey? Question mark. Oven or fried?
Oh,
Fried, dude. Come
Like,
on.
well,
Fuck yeah, dude. It's I don't know.
crispy skin.
I mean, nothing's like a traditional
juicy.
turkey in the oven, but like fried, dude, is fucking
Well, if
fire.
you do a good oven basted,
I'd go
and like
fried.
I was
you
gonna
keep
say, I
basting
think-
it and you do it
Fried
right,
is-
you can
fried
get
is
it good.
solid.
But the fry,
I'll be
is,
the outlier here. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go oven. But I've only had. I mean, of all the turkeys in my lifetime, maybe 10% of them were fried, and the other 90 were baked. And I've
Yeah,
had some damn
yeah.
good baked turkeys. So,
Mhm.
Can't try it out though. I've had some motherfucker family members try that
oh,
shit.
my wife,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
my
dude.
wife is
Yeah.
so good.
Fucking
She's
Christmas vacation.
she's got the
style.
turkey. My wife's got that turkey thing
Yeah.
locked down.
Your wife's a turkey cooking bitch.
Oh
Just
yeah,
two of
for a
them?
Greek, I mean,
Anal.
But-
It's just anal.
It's just
It's anal.
I have a feeling. What? Why do
Like
I?
question mark or would you? Or
exclamation.
do you like it?
Well, I mean,
We all have one.
I provided anal to.
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
You know, but
when you
you-
say you provided anal, like
I did not
like,
receive. I did not
to-
receive. Let's
to
get
a-
that clear.
Well, no, because if you provide the anal, that's you provide the penis, Cody. Like,
Yeah.
not the anal. Don't provide the anal.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did not provide the anal. Did you give it then?
But Brad, on the other hand,
You just forced it on him. Take my anal. Yeah. Like,
Next.
they call me Smash
Easily
Cheeks.
next. Easily next.
Jesus
They
Christ.
call me Smash Cheeks.
Where'd your watch go? Someone missing a watch?
I feel like this is still. I feel like this is still on the anal lines.
Where'd your watch go?
I feel like we're still on anal. I think.
I have a feeling we're still.
How did you manage to write those in order and get them read in order?
I didn't write either one of those.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, whatever, Dale. I'm like,
What do you mean?
I just got it.
It was the
In
word
the anal. That's where your watch is. It's in the anal. Least favorite word. All right, so I'm just gonna come out flat out. All these fucking teenagers and bussing and
Ooh.
that shit is slay and like shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
No, I think I
Speak English.
your
It doesn't
least
make
favorite word,
sense.
though?
None of it makes
No,
sense.
when you first read the
And all
question,
you
I
kids-
was like, least favorite word. Like, I don't have a least favorite word. And then you start, and yeah,
like
What's your least favorite though?
has to.
those.
all of
No, but
them.
which one?
The
You have
group
to
of
pick
those.
one. You have to pick one.
Well,
You
like
can't have
Theo,
all of
like
them.
Theo Vaughn, man, and French people. Cody's like that
With
with all those words.
675 of those words in front of me, I fucking hate all of them.
Least favorite.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Why would you have a least
Bussing's-
favorite word?
bussing's
Would it be
really
sus?
bad.
Sus, bussin', fucking all that
Bussin'.
shit,
What's
dude.
bussin'? I haven't
Bussin'
heard
means
bussin'.
like, oh, this shit's really delicious. It's bussin'.
Yeah.
Like anything that's really
It's-
good, that shit's bussin'.
Which is stupid in
No,
and of
I thought
itself.
it's
Sus,
slaps.
I
I thought
understand
it's
because
slaps,
it's
though.
suspicious.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking-
Yeah, it's just
bussin' or
lazy.
slaps or
Slaps is
bus?
old.
It
Slupsin'?
slaps. It's low key lit, bro. I
I
mean,
swear, my girlfriend's daughter just makes this shit up and it makes a trend. I'm like, I hadn't heard this anywhere else but you.
You know what's cool about that trend though? That shit's dingo.
So
Have you-
dingo.
oh, that shit's
So
dingo.
Oh, that shit's dingo.
That shit's dingo.
Dango.
I've never heard dingo, really. And did you say that place was called Bebes or Babas?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's
We're
We
not
have no
sure.
idea how to
We've
pronounce it.
ordered from it 3 times. And none of us know what it's
Baby
called.
Babas.
I think it's Babas.
it might
Maybe it's Babas. Bobbies. You don't
I don't
know.
know.
One more. Give me one more topic. One more good topic that I can use. They're all gone.
I got 2. All right, hold on. Most embarrassing childhood moment.
I've
Got several.
I've stuffed most of those way down deep inside, and they're never coming out.
Embarrassing, huh?
One time we were at Meadowview Theater, and my brother and his buddy and I were coming out of the theater, and his buddy like picked me up by my pants, like my legs, and was holding me upside down, and I fell out of my pants,
Is this
like in the parking
is this
lot.
a true story?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty funny. Like there
No.
were some chicks in a car laughing. It was pretty funny. I mean, I was young. I was like somewhere 10 to 12 range, maybe ish.
Right. You weren't getting beat up at school about it.
No, but it was pretty funny. That was like an embarrassing childhood moment.
I
I
don't
guess.
know that I got an embarrassing childhood.
I also
I'm
was-
sure I do, but I think I blocked most of them.
That's
out
what
or
I'm
something.
saying.
I don't really,
I got a
don't really
Sure,
remember.
I
a
do.
whole
Besides like
lot,
high school and Bubba Riney calling me like bitch tits, it's like Bubba, look at yourself, please. Like,
That's a good one.
there was one time, one of the roller rinks down here. There used to be a roller rink right off of 50 a long time ago, and there was a big fucking birthday party, and I fucking just swinging through, going super fast, wiped out, laid out a bunch of kids, and everybody kept on hitting us.
You caused the pile up at the
My
local
dad was
skating
pissed. He
rink.
shouldn't have been going so fast.
Like I was setting the speed record.
Yep.
Well,
Much for
Dude, there's
embarrassing.
several. Dude, I could really probably dig deep and God, I don't know.
We ain't got that kind of time.
No, we don't.
Have you had an embarrassing podcast moment?
What's your most embarrassing podcast moment? Well, I think that's probably about it.
Yeah, man.
Cody, I do want to thank you for coming out.
You bet.
You were a great guest, man. We're gonna have
This was fun. This is a cool thing you guys got going on.